What happened during an emergency call that gave the police officers a belly laugh you will never forget. I've been a 911 dispatcher for 12 years, and nothing prepared me for the call I got at 1 a.m. The caller was an elderly woman named Dolores, and she was absolutely hysterical. "There's an intruder in my house. He's been here for hours. Please send help immediately." I went through the standard protocol, dispatching units to her address while keeping her on the line. "Ma'am, where are you right now?" "I'm locked in my bathroom with a baseball bat," she whispered. "He's in my living room. I can hear him moving around." 2 patrol cars were 3 minutes out. I kept Dolores calm, telling her to stay quiet and keep the door locked. Officer Ramirez and his partner were first on scene. I could hear them through their radio as they approached the house. "Dispatch, we're at the location. No signs of forced entry. Going around back." Then Dolores said something that made me pause. "Wait, I think he's eating something. I can hear crunching." "He's eating?" I asked, confused. "Yes, the bastard is eating my food. He's been doing it all night," Ramirez radioed in. "We have visual through the kitchen window. There's definitely someone in there." They announced themselves and entered through the unlocked back door, weapons drawn. What happened next, I'll never forget. Through Ramirez's radio, I heard him shout, "Sir, put your hands where I can see them." Then silence. Then, the unmistakable sound of Officer Ramirez trying not to laugh. "Dispatch," he said, his voice shaking with suppressed laughter. "We need animal control." "Animal control?" I repeated. "The intruder is a raccoon. A very, very large raccoon." Dolores was still on my line. "A what?" "Ma'am," I said, trying to keep professional. "The intruder appears to be a raccoon." "That's impossible. He's wearing clothes." Ramirez came back on the radio, now openly laughing. "Dispatch, this raccoon is indeed wearing what appears to be a child's Superman cape, and it's sitting on the couch eating from a bag of Doritos while watching TV. It turned out Dolores' grandson had been teaching their pet raccoon tricks for a YouTube channel. The raccoon, named Bandit, had learned how to open doors and work the TV remote. The grandson forgot to mention this when he dropped Bandit off for the weekend while Dolores was out. She'd come home late, heard noises, and immediately assumed the worst. The best part came when Ramirez tried to apprehend Bandit. The raccoon, apparently offended by the interruption of his late-night snack session, stood up on his hind legs, pulled the cape around himself dramatically, and waddled away toward the kitchen, Doritos bag in hand. Ramirez's partner completely lost it. I could hear him wheezing with laughter in the background. "He's making a run for it," Ramirez announced, playing along. "Suspect is heading north through the kitchen." He appears to be armed with Cool Ranch Doritos and an attitude problem. Poor Dolores finally came out of the bathroom to find 2 police officers trying to negotiate with a caped raccoon who had barricaded himself behind the refrigerator with multiple bags of snacks. "Bandit!" she yelled. "You get out here right now!" The raccoon peeked out, saw Dolores, and immediately waddled over to her, dragging a bag of chips. He sat at her feet and offered her a Dorito, which she declined. The entire precinct heard about it within hours. Ramirez's body cam footage became legendary at the department. They even made it into a training video about the importance of getting all the details from callers. The next week, Dolores called again. This time she opened with, "Before you ask, yes, I checked if it's the raccoon first." Turns out it was. Bandit had figured out how to order pizza using her phone's voice assistant. The delivery guy was very confused when a raccoon in a cape answered the door with a $20 bill. I suggested maybe it was time for better locks. She said it was time for a new grandson. Last I heard, Bandit had his own Instagram account with 50,000 followers. His bio reads, "Local criminal, Dorito enthusiast, cape model." And yes, Dolores still calls us occasionally. We've added, "Is it Bandit?" to our unofficial checklist for her address. The raccoon has since learned to use the doorbell camera to order food, but that's a whole other story. Some calls you forget the moment your shift ends. But a caped raccoon having a Netflix and snacks night while an elderly woman hides in her bathroom with a baseball bat? That's the kind of call that makes this job worth it.